Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
You can ring my bell. You can ring. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know, I'm always singing that. Let me tell you something. That song meant something to me when I was real little. And that song has always popped in and out of my music repertoire for whatever that was one of my, I think that may have been my favorite song when I was a kid. No, this is my second favorite song. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Belle Collective Child Season 2 Reunion, Part 1 of 2. Yes, make sure you know this is Part 1 of 2, or better yet, see Episode 10. Oh, these ladies. You know the housekeeping, y'all. Housekeeping. If you could please like it, I'd appreciate it. And if you hit subscribe, make sure the bell is black, like this show. And me. Hello. What else? Oh, yeah. Like, comment. Please do. And share it with somebody. Blast me on Instagram. You see my name at All Day RAERAES. And when you do, tag me. Let me know that you're sharing it. And I'll put my stamp on it. Thank you so much. Y'all, Belle Collective. What it do, y'all? What it do? Don't forget I have other shows that I review. Some stuff on Power, Stars Network. Of course, Bravo. Not damn near everything, but just the stuff that we mainly watch. I've seen every housewife show in America, not the ones overseas and whatnot. I've never watched them. But don't sleep on Dallas, y'all. I miss Dallas. I'm just going to give a little disclaimer. I miss Dallas. Dallas was good. Yes, they've had issues just like New York, just like Orange County, just like Beverly Hills. So it's not, just like Salt Lake City, it's not that unfamiliar when 75 million, nearly half of the country went to the left. So, I'm just correlating some things so y'all can understand. There's bound to be the statistics show at least one on the show, at least no matter what season you in. Ooh. Now that's deep, but we ain't going there. We just here to have fun. Belle Collective, yes, Season 2, Reunion Part 1. So did y'all see it? Child, we gonna start. Well, I'm gonna start. Hello, I'm the one that's gonna give, my rendition, my take of my viewpoint. How I see it. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. There it is. Because of course, we can never forget. All of this is allegedly speaking, of course. Don't ever get that twisted. Please don't. We should all live that motto, okay? We've had a lot to learn from. Yeah. Carlos visits all the ladies as he does when he's doing his, what do you call it? Reunion shows. It was pretty cool. I like the way he has a rapport with the cast. He seems to be more friendlier to the cast. And just in comparison, to Mr. Cohen, they seem to have a competing program, and it's pretty interesting. They're both producing, and they both have good shows doing great numbers. And it's just a matter of time before Carlos King is replacing Mr. Cohen. I mean, he did, come up within the ranks, but dissension is there. It's all good. It just makes us want to watch even more, because somebody gonna try and updo somebody else. Child, I like this cross promotion they did with Roa, but yeah, back to Bell Collective. Ooh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Yeah, so he's visiting with the Bells, and everybody's giving their little, half cent, 2 cents about what's about to happen. He's just, checking in with everybody, getting them, more comfortable for the mess that's about to happen. Then, it's like they all blowed up, they all got they blow up on, and looking better and feeling better and doing better. So yeah, they're all blowing up. So Gucci is new and Aikisha is new, right? So they got so Gucci shaving everybody, because like I mentioned earlier, it looked like they just wanted to have her there to be, you know, comedy relief or something. I'm like, where is the depth? And then what, a week or 2 weeks later, they bring in her family, and Lord, they showed her bringing her family, didn't they? Whoa, her daughter and her stepchildren, her husband's kid that he has with his previous wife, his ex-wife. Apparently, so Gucci's daughter felt like his daughters, who are, I mean, they all light in the way they look. Her shade, I mean, just because she's darker, I mean, probably, I mean, I shouldn't say or lead off with being so cynical about it. I understand how she feels, and I'm sorry she feels that way. I hope that she, is convinced otherwise, and that they all move on in a better light, or a better feeling towards each other. You never know with how they cut and paste these up and coming episodes on Bell Collective. Um, I'm surprised that they had some time to discuss on the reunion, but I'm sure that's that factor that Carlos King put out there to make it him a lot more relevant in the circles of where he was formerly working, and because that's where all the money is, essentially. So, Carlos wants some of that money, and he's getting it. He's successful. He got some mess going on. I just wish there weren't no fights. But anyway, sometimes the fights be good. I know. I just wish I didn't have to fight, though. Anywho, so they got, so again, they got so Gucci shading everybody. Child, did Marie get a nose job? Question mark. Yeah, she didn't say she didn't. OMG. OMG. Child, so in the midst of Aikisha coming in and them explaining who she is, and she explaining why she's on the show, and she's all happy to be there, and she wants to make her name on the show. She feels entitled. I think she has a kind of superiority complex, calling the girls ugly, and it was confirmed that she did, blaming it on being pregnant for 2 years straight, and doesn't remember half the things she said. Apologize if she said it. Girl, like I said, she said it. She did. Shout out to Mia Thornton, Real Housewives of Potomac. They coming through. Child, I'm be doing that too. Like I said, bravo, these housewives shows be getting it. But yeah, Aikisha is staking her claim, heifers. So, I mean, hoes, what's the name? Okay, the collective. There you go. Aikisha wanted to be on the show and floss um, is what Letitia is promoting. Apparently, child, get this. Letitia shades Aikisha. She is just giving her the blues. Aikisha isn't really giving it back. She's just being, more ladylike, so to speak, in the situation, not really returning the serve, if you know what I mean. Not to say Letitia wasn't being unladylike, but you know what I mean. She just didn't want to give it back. Um, both Tambra and Aikisha both caught in a lie. So Tambra, dissension in the ranks. Hello, dissension in the ranks. Didn't Tambra mention how she and Aikisha used to be in this posse of the cute girl posse of the school? What was that, late 80s? How old are these ladies? Are they younger than me, older than me? What is this? They probably what, class of 94, probably. Anywho, maybe, anywho. Around that time, we were still heavily, and I'm gonna say it like it is. We were still heavily into um, broadcasting shows, whether it's a TV, a documentary, or some type of broadcast regarding light skin privilege versus dark skin, and it's been kind of played down in the medium. It kind of revs back up whenever somebody's talking about somebody, but in this case, it just seems like, why are you calling these girls ugly just because you see them on the picture? What I would love to see what picture it is, because not yet have I seen any of these ladies look less than pretty. Hello. I don't know what Aikisha is talking about, but like I mentioned, when she and Letitia was arguing, she mentioned how, insecure and, jealous that Letitia is of her. For what? She's like, I invited you to the table. She keeps saying that. She said that at the reunion over and over. Like, I'm good. So the lie Tamara got caught in was pretty much when they were discussing in before season 1 started, they had Aikisha's name in the hat, but Tambra was saying things to the ladies, which would result in them questioning whether or not Aikisha should be on the show. Tambra said, I never once said I didn't want Aikisha on the show. Well, yeah, you did. It was with all the commentary that she gave to the ladies whenever Aikisha's name came up in the conversation as a BELLE. So if these ladies didn't hear what Tambra was saying about Aikisha would have been on the show, because like Letitia said, we're just gonna have to overrule Tambra. Overrule Tambra means she is against Aikisha coming on the show. So all this is letting Aikisha off a little bit with that ugly comment, but they sure enough brought it out. Oh, well, like I said, I was pregnant for 2 years and I don't remember half the things I said. Yeah, but you said it though. I'm sorry, but with how they have presented themselves this season, I would say there are 3 people who've shown themselves to be prettier than Aikisha on this show. I'm just saying. But there are pictures and the opening credits really makes Aikisha look like she's like one of the top 2. So don't get me wrong. I ain't calling the girl ugly at all. Ain't nobody on the show ugly except for Glenn. Old Vaseline face. Wait till I get to him. Sorry, he made me so mad. That's what he get over there sulking. Shoot, what was that? What are my notes, child? What's the notes say? What do the notes say? Oh yeah, Tamara caught in the lie. So yeah, she just telling the girls that she throwing salt in Akeisha game, and then Akeisha lying. So they both just lying on each other and lying about what they said, and so they come from that type of posse. It was those types of girls that felt like they can just lie and get away with it. So you put all them numbers together and tell me what number you get. I'm sure it'll be the same number as mine when I said what I said. It was that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah. Make things right. But wanna be alone tonight. Oh, baby, I don't want another useless night. That song was the bomb. I remember Spike Lee. Ooh, I'm on a tangent. Okay. I remember Spike Lee spoke about it many years ago about the soundtrack. He said the soundtrack was great, especially that song. They were trying to market that song and get it, spinning on the radio and making some money for the girls and possibly doing something, with that song and incorporating. So I remember all of that from way back then, and that song was hot. Sorry for the singing, but sometimes I get excited. Where was I? Yeah, oh, child. So in the midst of Akeisha going back and forth with the ladies, they brought up Marie. And Marie said, yeah, you can't never really trust her. And the ones with them light eyes. Oh, that sounds like Marie hating. Marie mad? Uh-oh. Now, Marie, now this is the other part of the stereotype or the this is the other side, the flip coin, where there is hate coming from the one who was usually hated on, and trying to say that they think they're better than because of it's a mix. At least that's what I saw. Now I could be totally wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be totally wrong in what I'm saying. But the fact that I've lived a few years, in my travels of Earth, I've been here and there, near and far. Mm-hmm. Met up, associated with, known many type of people. Education under my belt, recognizing some traits in people that mean specific things about how their mind works and the behaviors they exhibit, So all I'm saying is if it looked like a duck and it quacks like a duck, got webbed feet like a duck, it's a duck. Okay. So I'm cool that Akeisha's bougie as hell. I'm bougie. It's all good to be bougie. It's you have to use your powers for good. You can't be out there, making people mad at you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You you can't be making people mad at you because you have an agenda, girl. Where was I? Yeah, they got caught and they lie, yada yada yada. So, but Akeisha fully explains the plate gate, right? Pretty much it was some tension prior to on both ends, and both ladies just pretty much stated their case. It sounded a little better as far as Akeisha, but even at the brunch, she was displaying, or at the brisance, as I labeled it, she was displaying disappointment, and just not giving it a chance as if she's never experienced something like this before. Because, Aikisha has played in bigger ponds does not mean she should, downplay or discourage those who are trying to get in the game and do the, of course it's not going to be on the same scale as what she's used to, but at the same time she did see the show previously. So what more was she expecting? This looked like the same setup from the first Brizunch when Marie got bucked about the hair in her head supposedly not quite right from Latrice's business. So I'm all going the but yeah, all I know is I'm glad that Letitia and Aikisha can just move forward. I mean, they was going off for a minute, but woocha. But I'm glad that they got that straight. So yeah, we going into Marie and Latrice, child. Beef and steel. Marie got a nose job. She didn't say she didn't when Latrice mentioned her new nose. I was surprised that she would get a nose job. I wonder why. I didn't. Well, anyway, I ain't gonna say that. Anyway, big ups to her. I mean, she doesn't look bad. Some people do look bad. Black people do. Some black people do look bad after they get nose jobs. But she doesn't look bad, and everything looked great. I liked her whole color, and she just looked very pretty that on that reunion. Girl, Latrice brought receipts and Marie was shook, child, when Marie brought up the so-called allegations that Latrice made public. And so the whole argument was that Marie was under some type of fraud investigation by the government, spiced up by Latrice. But Latrice brought facts and receipts and paperwork and pulled them out and said, well, honey, you've been investigated prior to even being on this show. So that's probably what this is all about. And like I said, it wasn't me. And gave it to Carlos. He read it. He was like, yeah, that's what it say. And Marie was just kind of stuck like, listen, I've never had any case to where I've had to hire an attorney for or whatever, she didn't have to prep for anything. People get, have allegations all the time. So she kind of acknowledged it, but didn't. But she showed up didn't deny something happening. So that's interesting. I'm pretty sure, things happen and maybe a deal went wrong and then it had to turn into a certain type of legal brief. I don't know. I'm just saying because she wouldn't continue to operate in the fashion that she is if she was being sued for fraud. So what makes this interesting is I'm big ups to both Marie and Latrice. They are doing their thing, as Letitia mentioned, because she was asked by Carlos, you're the woman whisperer. Why can't you get your two homegirls to get together? And Latrice was just mentioning that, she's bigging up both Marie and Latrice. They are a lot alike. Ambitious and doing big things for themselves and the community. I mean, they're both service workers. Ooh, let me get a sip of this. Ooh. Good. Yeah, baby. And so, they're doing real good in the, for themselves. So why can't they just get past this? It's that pride thing because all Marie wanted was validation that Latrice has something to do with it. That's what it seemed like to me. And Latrice gave her that. the little bit that Latrice did give. And so that's that. Thanks to Essie and all of her white diamond perfume, everything is everything. And I am so happy for them. Now, child, here we go. I saved the worst to last, child. Let me take another sip. Yes, we're here. The dream team is here. Oh, yes, we're here. The dream team. Okay. For my notes. Glenn Vaseline face cheating. Look at, oh, I can't stand him. Oh, he making my homegirl, my homegirl like I know her. I love Letitia. I love her, not her character as if she's, portraying somebody. No, just her and, her character. I like how she plays her position. I mean, I would not have settled for all of that type of disrespect in my relationship. I think we've all heard me speak on that. But, for like she's trying, with her bettering herself and taking stances and, being who she is, she seems like a real cool chick. And I don't like the way he doing her. Oh, punk. Ugh. Ugh. I just don't understand. All this talking to other women. The fuck? I hate to say it like that. The fuck? Like she said, get a goddamn hobby, motherfucker. I mean, is what you allow. Give a nigga inch, take a mile, and child. See, but the thing is, he need to move out. Not you. You need to go back home with your baby. I hope you did, or she said she did. Did you move back in with your mama? I don't know, but all I know is, woo, he's just looking like a sad puppy. This paternity test is going on this show. That is so tacky. I can't believe they doing this. Like Latrice said, it's like Maury Povich. Shout out to Maury Povich. It's classless. It really is classless, and that they should have just announced the results. Or just announced that because he fathered a child, we are definitely no longer together. We are set, divorce. I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying, all this revealing, holding hands of people and people shaking their leg because they just can't believe it's crying and wait till next episode. And I'm like, what? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But what this fool said is he's looking. What did he say? Oh, he's loving her the best way he knows how. Letitia Pearson, if you are listening, please understand what I'm about to say is out of love. That's it. That's all. As you sit and cry for the whole World Wide Web television to see, as you are humiliated in front of the World Wide Web television, as your son goes through the heartache and pain and ridicule and anger and all these other feelings because your husband is loving you the best. This is the best that he can give you, is what y'all going through. So you tell me, what in the hell are you doing with this man? I just hope that you can help me and everybody else who's thinking like me understand why y'all still a couple, and what are you waiting on? Because it seems like you're waiting on him to get right. So you're willing to accept all of this. Then why leave the house? Why go through all this upset if all you're gonna do is go back to is just wait for him to do better? Have his ass leave the house. He come home ever so often anyway. He can go somewhere whenever he's off work. Hell, can't he go to your mama's house? I don't know. I mean, child, listen. I don't know what the end game is, but this is a shame. I'm, like I said, you my girl, you my favorite. Letitia Pearson Enterprises, you are my favorite. But what is going on? What? I just need, I need a clear understanding, just for me. That's all I'm saying, just for me. But yeah, that was reunion of BELLE Collective, season 2, part 1 of 2. I liked it. It got me going. It got me thinking. It got me a little emotional. Because like I said, that's my girl. I really like how she is in charge of the girls. Hello. Letitia Pearson Enterprises is in charge of the girls. No shade to nobody else. Believe you me. Everybody doing their thing. Don't get me wrong. But Letitia was in charge of the girls. Yes, she was. Shout out to Funky Dineva. Y'all, this was a great episode. I can't wait to see the finale, part 2. And I know you can't either. But guess what?